Okay. I feel like I haven't done this in a while. Probably because I haven't. Hey everyone! What's up? It's been a while since I filmed, so I'm a little rusty with it, but when have I ever been normal? Let's be honest here. It's been a few weeks since I've posted. Good explanation for that. Life. Yeah, that's my reasoning. I've been pretty busy. I'm sorry, I suck. Anyway, yeah, so today's video has been one that a lot of people have requested. So yeah, if you didn't read the title, today's video is going to be one of those videos that I do for every concert that I go to. I used to do vlogs, but now I do these. If you like them, let me know or whatever. It's a like concert experience video where I just talk about my experience on going to the concert. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about Jack&Jack. So I went to the Jack&Jack concert in Chicago on November 9th. It was their Fall 2017 tour, and I was VIP, which was meet and greet, first entry and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Let's just get right into this video. Where's my phone? Because I wrote it in my notes. I'm gonna try to remember as best as I can, and I'll include some clips as I'm talking about it. On November 9th came around, I forgot I had the ticket for that concert basically, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to print my ticket out, or how am I supposed to get in? So my mom was at work, everyone was at work, I was home alone just getting ready, and I had just realized that I needed to print the ticket. So I had to take an Uber all the way to Staples. Not even Uber, I took a Lyft. At this point, it was like 2 o'clock, and I got an email a few days before the concert that said, be there at 4 o'clock. So whatever, I got ready, I was looking so good. I'll insert some pictures here. I was like really feeling myself. So I took the Lyft to Staples. I lived like 5 minutes away from Staples. It didn't take that long for me to do whatever I had to do. By 2:30, which was the time I wanted to head to the venue, called up my Uber, and I was like, okay, we're gonna be there before 4. Like maybe by 3:30 I'll be there, and that's perfect. I took Uber Pool because I did not want to be spending so much money because I had to buy some merch. Obviously, it's the only thing I end up buying, but this hoodie was $50. That's all I bought though, which was fine by me because VIP, they got the lanyard, which is just a normal lanyard, but it has like the VIP thing, which is pretty cool. And then they get this poster, this signed poster. And I destroyed mine because I had to crumble it up. I'll get into that in a second. Anyways, so took the Uber Pool. It was like $5, which was great. And I kind of regretted that because I was freaking out in the Uber. If you had me on Snapchat, you probably would have saw this. I was freaking out in the Uber. I was like, I'm not gonna make it before 4. Because this man's, not only did he pick up 2 other people at 2 different stops, dude went to the gas station. The gas station. How are you an Uber driver and go to the gas station in the middle of your journey or whatever? Like where he was picking me up and the first person up was like 30 minutes away from both of our locations that we needed to be dropped off at. But man's had no gas. Like why didn't he not put gas before he accepted this ride? Like what? It said in the VIP email, be there by 4 o'clock. You're not guaranteed entry if you're late. He was taking his sweet time picking up people and dropping them off. And at this point, I was like, oh my god, I just paid $100 for this and I'm not even gonna get to experience it. This is some bull crap. We made it there by like 4:00 something, like 4:03 or something. And I was lost. I was like, okay, what do I do? There was 2 separate lines. I was like, what do I do? Do I go in this line? I went to one of the lines and I was like, is this VIP? They're like, nah fam, this is general admission. Go to the other line. The line was so long. I was like, oh my gosh. And I saw everyone that they had their lanyards and their poster already. So I asked a few people, I was like, how do I get that? And they're like, oh, just stay in the line and you will get it when you go inside and you have to come back out and go back into the line. I was like, what? I was like, okay, but how am I supposed to get it if everyone else has it but me? You know what I mean? Like they're gonna start letting people in and then I'm the only one who's not gonna have the lanyard and they're gonna be like, what you doing? You know what I mean? So thankfully 2 other girls arrived at the same time I arrived. They were just as lost as I was. I don't know, we kind of like helped each other throughout the whole concert. Shout out to Danny and Evie, I remember your name. They were so nice. They were so great and funny and nice, and it was just, I love the people that I met there because they were all like, we were all there for the same reason. Everyone was just nice, okay? And it was just great. Mans came out and he like put stamps on our hands to prove that we were under 21, I guess. And then he told us the same thing that other people were telling us, like once you go inside, you'll get your lanyard. It was freaking freezing outside. Freaking freezing. I had a coat, I had a long sleeve, I had 2 pairs of pants, and then I had thigh-high boots. But I was freaking freezing outside. And they were not letting us in. And I was like, what the heck? It was like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of us standing outside, and then they finally let us in. And they were like, oh, can we see your lanyards? I was like, homeboy, we don't have them. And he was like, okay, step to the side. Everyone was getting through, you know, going upstairs to start the meet and greet. And then they told us, get our lanyards from the box office and then just go back into the line. Took us like another 15 minutes for us to go upstairs. And when we got upstairs, they were like, when you get in there, put your phones away. The artist requested that they don't want their phones out. I was like, what? Like, how am I supposed to do this meet and greet thing? Because usually, or for my show at least, there was people like taking videos and pictures on their phones. They just had to hand it to security. It even said it in the email. Once you get up to the meet and greet line, make sure you have your phone ready. We're still in line, but we were next to the backdrop and we're like, oh my god, we see Gilinsky. Wow, I'm super excited. And everyone was like freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to freak out because everyone was freaking out. It hadn't hit me that I like was gonna meet them, you know, like I've been seeing these guys online for the longest. It didn't even hit me until like the day after that I met them, which was probably a good thing because I think I would have cried or like tripped or something really embarrassing. On another note, my thigh-high boots were like heels, but they were like this big, the heels, but still I could have fell and died, you know what I mean? And then it was my turn. I set my stuff to the side and I waited for the security guard to call me up and I was like, so how am I supposed to do this? He was like, oh, they're taking pictures on this phone. I wanted a video and I wanted to do 2 poses, but yeah, I don't know, you get what you get, I guess. It's fine. It was fine. It was great. I'm happy with my picture. I'm happy with my experience. So it was my turn and I started like cheesing super hard. I walked around the corner and I saw Gilinsky and I was like, oh my god! And I hugged him. He was like, hi! And I was like, hi, whatever. I was like, oh my god, you guys are beautiful. And then Johnson was like, no, that's you. And I was like, boy. He had me shook. Went around the corner to hug Gilinsky and I looked him dead in his eyes and dude stared right into my soul and I was just like really nervous. He's super intimidating. I don't know why, but he's super scary. There's something about him. And he kind of looked high, but I don't think he was high. It's just like the way he looks. The way he looks, he was kind of like, you know, that made no sense. But yeah, he was just super intimidating, but he was like the one asking me questions and then Johnson was like, oh, you're the one that's beautiful. And I was just like, oh my god, you guys are so cute. I hugged Johnson and I pulled away and he was like still holding my hands and I was like, wow, you're the cutest, the cutest. And then like I turned to Gilinsky and like he was still staring me dead in my soul and I was like really nervous around him. Like I was kind of nervous around Johnson, but like not intimidated. I was scared around Gilinsky. Gilinsky looked at me, he was like, well, do you have a pose in mind or anything? And I was like, okay, listen, hear me out. This is kind of random, but can we do like a squad pose? And they were like, oh yeah, like that. I was just like, yeah, but can we squat down? Like, can you get low? And they were like, oh, okay. They started laughing and then we got low and then we took our picture. Here's our picture. It's super cute. I'm really happy with it. I can't believe I actually did that because I thought I was going to be too nervous to ask them for a pose. So I was reading other people's experiences and they were like, oh yeah, I was just too nervous. Like I had a pose in mind and I had things that I wanted to say to them, but I was just too nervous. So I thought that's how it was going to be. It was like that for me when I wanted to say stuff to them. I just forgot. It didn't feel rushed, but I felt like if I would have stood there and talked to them that I would have gotten rushed and I didn't want that because I would have ruined my experience. So yeah, we took our picture and then I hugged Gilinsky again. He was still staring me dead in my soul. I hugged Johnson and he was like, oh, thank you for coming. I look out for you in the crowd and I was like, hey, swag. Have a nice show, you know? And then, okay, so the meet and greet was right here and then there was a bathroom, a hallway down that way to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, I kind of have to pee. Like, they make me want to pee. I grabbed my stuff, like looked over the corner. I was like, is there a bathroom down there? And the security was like, yeah, go for it. And I went to the bathroom and then I walked out and like, I kind of stared at them for like a good second. And Gilinsky was staring at me dead in my soul. It made me nervous. And when I walked out, I saw the 2 girls that I met in line, Danny and Evie. And they were crying. I was like, oh my god, you guys are so cute. Like they were super excited to meet them and they were crying. And I was like, okay, let's go to the bathroom. I wanted to go to the bathroom again just so I could look at them, but so we went to the bathroom and then we walked back out and I stared at them again. I don't think they saw me that time, but I kind of just stared at them for a good second. And security was like, all right, you need to come this way. I was like, I just want to stare at my boys, okay? So after the meet and greet, I got my hoodie. I had a little bag and then I had my coat. And then I had my poster rolled up. So I felt like I was carrying a bunch of things. But yeah, so I was standing there for like an hour and my back was starting to kill me. Like it was burning, like it was on fire. I don't know how to explain this feeling, but it did not feel good at all. We were waiting for Olivia O'Brien to come out. I was ready just to sit on the floor and wait for them to come out. Her band came out first and everyone was screaming for the drummer. He was cute. He was cute, but like everyone was screaming for him her whole entire set and I felt so bad. They were like record. He was just kind of like record her, not me. And it just kind of sucked for her. And I felt bad for her. And she was really good too, by the way. Everyone was so obsessed with her drummer. Y'all are some thirsty little girls. When Olivia came out, everyone started pushing to go to the front. And I said, all right, what we're not gonna do here is push. Then they stopped pushing. Like I had my space, we all had our space. And then Jack&Jack came out and that's another story. Everyone started pushing. And I was like, okay, we're in the same room seeing the same people. You're close enough. You're not in the front. That's your fault because you weren't in the front first. I was not letting anyone get through because like, no, I was standing there for a good hour and a half before they came out. If you wanted to be closer, you should have done the same thing. So during the second song, everyone was still going crazy. First they sang Distraction, then they sang Last Thing. So between Distraction and Last Thing, people were still pushing. It was just getting way too wild. I was having fun at first, and then one of the girls that was standing next to me, she was like, hold on, hold on. I looked to the side and there was a girl on the floor. She had fainted because people were pushing, and it was just so hot and just so overwhelming. She fainted, people were pushing, so I was like, okay. Like, I couldn't even turn. That's how, like, tight it was. I, like, squat down. Everyone was trying to get Jack and Jack to stop. So I was just like, okay, get them to stop and I'll deal with this girl down here. Last Thing is one of my favorite songs. So I kind of missed it because the girl fainted, which is not her fault or anything. But, like, people were just getting way too wild. Like, don't. First of all. Second of all, stop. Yeah, I, like, squatted down. I told everyone, y'all need to back up. Like, for real, this girl fainted and you guys are still pushing. You need to find your... Like, I was yelling at these people, like, can you please back up? She needs her space. And then there was a girl, like, next to us. She said, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. Not like that, not like, that's my best friend, that's my best friend on the floor, can you please help her? Anyways, so I was like, okay, it's okay, just give her some room, like, I got this. And I was just kind of talking to her. I was like, hello, like, are you there? Knock knock. And I was just trying to get her to breathe and calm down, because eventually she, like, opened her eyes, and I was just like, you're fine, just relax, just breathe, calm down. And then the security came through. They picked her up so aggressively too, let's just say that. They picked her up and I was just like, okay. And then we went back to the concert, and like after that I was like, that's just gonna ruin my mood. Gilinsky was like, hey guys, I saw you guys over there trying to help that girl. I hope she's okay, like hope you're all okay, like blah 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 blah. Whatever, they continued, and I was still kind of in a bad mood because people were still pushing me and knocking me around, and it was just like crazy because I had to hold on to all my things to make sure I didn't lose it. The girls that I came with got separated. It just got really bad. Like people were just being really aggressive for no reason. Like the second they came out, I really felt like my ankle was probably gonna like twist or break or something, because I was getting pushed around so much, and I was trying to stand my ground so I didn't like get pushed to the ground, and these girls were like pushing me. I looked back and I was like, you guys are about to break my ankles. I was literally popping off on these people, and I don't know if they thought I was joking, but like whatever, they were pretty cool, but like I was really popping off on these people. Like eventually they stopped. Some girl like put her arm in front of me like to try to get through, and I was just like, nah B, nah. Other than getting pushed around, the concert was great. Gilinsky and I kept making eye contact, let's just say that. I have a few videos of it. I'm gonna try to insert it, and like I don't know, I know this one video I posted it on my other Instagram where I talked about it. I know he made eye contact with me because I remember thinking like, I'm so happy I got this on camera.
I am shooketh.
Every time he looked at me, I would stop like singing, and then I would just be like, and he would be like, I'd be like, Johnson made eye contact with me like maybe once or twice. Gilinsky was mainly the one that I got a lot of eye contact from, which again, intimidating, but he was smiling on stage, so it wasn't that intimidating. We were a few feet away from each other, so that's pretty much it. They sang a lot of good songs. I like their set a lot because of the way they mashed up certain songs. Their transitions. I wish they would have performed Right Where You Are. I wanted to tell them that too. I wanted to tell them to stop sleeping on Right Where You Are, but I forgot. While we were waiting for them to come out, they played it, and I was just like, dang, I forgot to tell them. But I was still jamming out. But yeah, that's pretty much my experience. They left and they were like, we're Jack and Jack, what's up? And then they left and the band was still playing, and I knew that they had to sing like that. So the girls up front had like ran out so they can go downstairs to the tour bus before everyone so they can meet them. And I was like, big mistake, my dude, because everyone rushed up to the front. They came back out and they sang like that. And I was just like, you can hit me on the phone anytime you want. Got me going mad when you just like that. I was singing that to Gilinsky. So the concert ended, everyone started clearing out, and I had realized that I lost my charger. And then we saw Jack Gilinsky's dad, and I was like, yo, what's up? And like we were talking to him for a while. Went outside, still freezing, put my sweater on, put my coat on, layered it. I was still freaking freezing. And I called my Uber. I was waiting for my Uber. There were so many cars, so I couldn't really like figure out which one was my Uber. Then my phone died. My phone freaking died in the middle of me trying to look for my Uber. I had to go across the street when I realized my Uber probably got canceled. I had to go across the street to charge my phone to see if I can call another Uber or whatever. I was dehydrated AF. My phone was dead. I didn't have a ride home, so I was kind of freaking out. Figure out how I was gonna get the ride home, got my Lyft, whatever, and then I went home and I went to sleep. That was basically it. It was pretty crazy, not even gonna front. Then I had to work the next day and I was just like not having it. I worked 10 hours the next day. I was just not having it. And then the day after that I worked another 10 hours and I was just not having it. Someone came up to me at the concert and it was great. Like if you ever see me out in public if I'm not at work, because some people have came up to me at work and I just don't want that conversation with my coworkers, like why are they asking you for pictures? I'm like, I don't know. If you ever see me out in public, feel free to come up to me and be like, yo, what's up? Because people have come up to me before at concerts and it's pretty great. A few people have taken pictures with me but I've never seen them, so if you have ever taken a picture with me, post it and tag me. Alright, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see and I'll probably do it if I can, if I have time. I'm gonna go now. Thanks for watching. Bye!